All right, good evening, everybody. Tortugas Tim. I'm just going to show you real quick this area of lawn that I'm working on for this video and others. But this area here, the oldest house in my town used to sit here. The house is 1885. This house that used to be here was 1600s, and the owner of this house in the 30s or 40s had this house picked up and moved around the corner when he divorced his wife so she could live over there. So this yard, this area here has got 400 years plus of history, and there's plenty of stuff to dig up here. I've been digging up stuff for years. Wish I'd been videotaping this stuff for years because I found some really nice stuff here, but there's still stuff to be found, and we will start recording some of these digs, and so I can post them here. And I use a CTX 3030. Right now I'm using it on the high trash mode, and I've got the sensitivity turned way up. It's on manual. And let's go. And then right here, a couple feet in this direction, I'm getting this signal that, you know, if I don't dig this up, it's going to bother me if I don't. But it's just kind of one of these weird, you know, it's definitely showing some iron, but I'm getting this like 1445 signal in there that sometimes the signals aren't that good things. But yeah, you can hear it in there. It just keeps chirping. 1241, 12. See, there's that penny signal almost. But that's a good 1246. That was pretty solid. So in this direction, I'm getting a much better. Same thing there, 1645, 1743. That's the 1247 right there. 1340. All right, we're going to go right. We're going right here, and they're saying it's about 6 inches. I just got to dig it. I like digging on this, like I said, wide hole on where I am, also just because what potentially is going on here. All right, pop that right out. Put that stuff right there. Of course, it goes back in. And let's see what we got. Right there, pretty strong. Check this other stuff. Right there. Yeah, get my trowel out. This is, by the way, this is a Lesh. I've got it customized with some padding, but this is a Lesh digging tool, which I just would comment is the best trowel I've ever used. I've dug thousands of holes, not with this shovel, a long time. And anyway, this thing is great. My hand never bothers me anymore. I used to, the palm of my hand used to kill just from, you know, pushing trowel in and everything. This thing's great. It's got this nice hand. You can push with that, protects your hand. If I showed you that thing right there. But and it's so sharp and narrow, it's like a knife. It is basically a knife. There's a pretty good sized rock right here. It's flat, and it's flat. It's oriented flat up, flat down, if it is flat on the bottom, but it's kind of interesting. I'm thinking that signal's under it. So I'm probably gonna think, yeah, or it is it. I don't know. Although actually, the edge of that rock stops here. That's an interesting rock. squarish. Oh, is that metal right there? Yeah, I got a nail right there. That's probably what I was picking up in that initial hit. But there's still a bunch, it's still down in here, like I was saying. So we'll try to remove some more stuff. Was that another? No. It looked like orange. That's why I saw that first thing pop right out. It was obvious. Nail. I'd love to just dig out this rock just to see what it looks like. You know, maybe it's from the house. I'm sure that house, they probably left some stuff behind and buried it. Now we're out. That could just be, what is that? Some glass? Yeah, look at that. Real thin piece of glass. Is that it? No. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. There it is. You see this shiny thing that looks like a piece of foil or something, but oh, yeah, I'll set you guys up. Make sure this isn't something like a piece of jewelry before I'm too rough with it. I mean, who knows? All I see is some shiny gold color stuff, but I doubt this is something. It's folded over. Let me actually see. I don't know if you guys not see this. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. I'm not sure what this thing is. I don't want to hurt it, you know? It almost looks like it's a roundish button thing. And then there's like this other clip part, but that looks almost like brass or something to me. Is a color? If you can see that dark. At first I thought this was just some piece of junk, but it could just still be a piece of junk. It could be a little clip for a canvas or somebody's winter coat, a button, you know, something, I don't know. I gotta poke some dirt out of there. You know, I mean, I could wait and show you later, but I'm sure like you, I'm really curious what this thing is now that I'm looking at it. I could get some water, but it's a cufflink. Oh, I'm gonna say it's a, oh man, it's a cufflink. I just dug up with probably a gold-plated cufflink. Look at that. Awesome. You know, it's not in the greatest shape. You can see there's a piece of metal missing right. It's got a hole in it, but that's really neat. Look at that. It's got a stem. That's exactly what this is. I don't know if you know what cufflinks look like, but cufflinks are buttons you can use on different shirts, basically. Fancy buttons. Wow, that's awesome, guys. That is gold. So we dug up gold. Not enough gold to really give me a 1231, I guess. I'll clean this up so you can see it later, but isn't that neat? An old cufflink. Too bad it's not in better shape, but still, that's awesome. There it was. There's the house. So, you know, I mean, they probably used to park their carriage here. This is probably, you know, it could be from the 30s or 40s, who knows, but it could be older than that. One last look at the cufflink. I thought this was just some piece of, it almost looked like a bottle cap at first, because it's got that, the way the gold looks. You know, a lot of bottle caps have a gold color on them, you know, and they're bent over, kind of like a taco. They just get that. That's what I thought this was. It almost looked like something like that, or just a piece of foil. You find so many little pieces of foil around here, but look at that. An awesome cufflink. All right, I'll put that with the other cool special type things that I've got today. That's pretty exciting. We'll check this hole one more time. There's something right there. And there's something right there. Oh, what do you know? Maybe it's the rest of his outfit. Maybe he threw his shirt out and both cufflinks fell on the ground. Yeah. That's wishful thinking. But, well, let's see what we got. It's cold tonight. It's going to be 25. It's getting so nice. You know, today's April 8th. This big square rock I got going here. And it is square. I got a right angle. Look at that. You can see that, right? Here and that way. So I got a right angle going. I mean, that could be an old walkway or something. Who knows? I'm gonna have to get in there though. Oh no. Oh no, it's over here. I want to dig that thing out. The rock. We'll work on these signals first here. The big nail. Look at that. That's just a regular old housing nail. I mean, it's not. Here, I'll put that right in my bag. And then I'll put this piece of coal in my bag. And then I saw this little square rock. It's probably nothing, but any rocks I find that are kind of oddly shaped or shaped anything like an arrowhead, I collect them and I'll look at them later. But I've dug up so many artifacts, and most of the time I just knew right away it was something because of just the feel or whatever, the shape. That's down there a little bit, it looks like. Still, there's something here. I did kick something out of the hole. What's that? Oh, look at that dark glass. Oh, it's got a little embossed thing on it too. Part of an old bottle or something like that. Oh, sorry. It's fancy. It just keeps being stuff in this hole. Oh, no wonder it was so loud. Look at that thing. It just was buried under all that. I mean, so just now, out of this little pile, I got this, and this, and this, and I mean, you see all the junk in one hole. But that's why you got to interpret those signals like I was showing you on that. You know, you see that good signal in there, and maybe you see it one time, and then you get all that other stuff, and then you see it again, and man, you gotta like pay attention to that. Don't ignore that. I thought I just got everything. There it is. All right, I believe that that's everything from that pile, but there is still something going on down in here. More coal. This house has a huge bin of pea coal in the basement. I saw some shiny. What was that? Might have just been that coal, but that stuff shines like glass. Yeah, there it is, see? Look at that shiny. What is that? I think it's just a broken piece of, yeah. I'll stick it in the bag. Maybe it's a piece of that glass, but really, really shiny. Okay. I think what I had was out. Man, I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm gonna stick my shovel in there and see if I can move that rock, because whatever it is down there. I think I got what the signal I was probably trying to get. This is a big ass rock. I think I want to move and find a treasure underneath. Every time I find a mason jar lid or something like that, I get excited. A couple times I found mason jar lids, you know, oriented straight up like it was a jar buried, that, you know, and then it just ended up being a lid. But all right, let's see what we got. Oh wow, I doubt. I just disturbed what was in there though. Yeah, I got the signal, but it's still, it's way down there under this rock. I mean, I'm down 1.5 feet practically. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna have to dig on the other side of that rock. Like I'll dig all this out. You know, so I can see when I'm down this far, I'm like, this has got to be from that other house. I mean, geez. Look at a big piece of coal right there. All right. I'm not picking it up anymore. I'm probably pushing it, whatever it is, down. It's very small. But look at this rock. Like I was saying, how it's like sort of right angled, and it goes down. Jeez, I don't know, that far at least. And, you know, it almost looks like it's a pillar. Like if it's, I think I might feel the other edge of it, which would mean it's like maybe 6 to 8 inches wide. Oh, it's definitely, I gotta dig this thing out. Whatever it is, I'm gonna get it. I think it's kind of gonna be something interesting. Look at that. You can see the square. You know, do a quick like archaeological dig on there. All right, so I'm gonna leave this hole for tomorrow. I will show you guys that, so we'll dig that tomorrow. And I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna clean up that cufflink in a bit, but all right, well, this hole has been a long dig, and I apologize for that. Well, folks, here it is, all cleaned up, pretty clean. You can see that damaged area there. But the whole thing was plated. You can see the gold even on the bottom part. You can see the gold plate. Look how shiny that is. Like right there on the edge. Look at that shine. Gold's amazing. It comes out of the ground pretty much looking like it went in. And I'm going to show you a picture of what one of these looks like in good shape, just from the internet. All right, thanks again.